A very good evening and welcome to today's edition of KTN Sports. My name is Moses Wahisi. Kenya said to miss the April 5th Wada extended compliance deadline after the anti-doping bill went through the first reading during Wednesday's afternoon sitting and now stands committed to the House of Labour and Social Welfare Committee. The Sports Arts and Culture Ministry, under the watch of Dr Hassan Wario, was almost certain that Kenya will not miss that deadline, but the reality is contrary to that. So what's next as a hurdle for Kenya in regards to Wada compliance? Hassan Juma now reports.
We are very hopeful that that window of 2 months will be enough for us to comply.
It was the assurance from the Sports Cabinet Secretary as Kenya continued to toy with the ban from the World Anti-Doping Agency WADA over non-compliance. Kenya got a reprieve after failing to meet the set deadline by WADA. As they were placed on probation, the country was given a 5th April deadline to pass the necessary piece of legislation that would breathe life into the fight against doping. However, as it is, there seems to be no goodwill from the government on this issue, and federations are now up in arms with Parliament in recess.
The slow process is now posing a serious threat of having Kenya as a country banned for 4 years like it has happened to Russia.
This is where we are now living. And if such a ban comes in, you find that it really affects us so much.
The anti-doping bill was tabled in the floor of the House this week, and even when Parliament resumes, there are stages before it is firmed up into law. Kenya is now waiting with bated breath as WADA once again finds itself in a precarious position of either extending the deadline date, engaging with government on the issue, or making Kenya be an example for non-compliance. The president, while enumerating his government's achievements 3 years on, kept mum on this issue. Kenya wrote to WADA on Thursday, calling for a waiver, arguing that as a country they have made some progress in initiating legislation to fight the doping menace.
They should not be able to punish Kenya by way of saying that Kenya cannot participate in the Olympics. We have just requested for a waiver or a deferment that Kenya is not discussed during the compliance committee meeting.
And as the Rio Olympic Games draw closer with the proverbial white smoke far away from bellowing, all eyes are now on WADA, who are expected to give their verdict on the 5th of April. Hassan Juma, KTN Sports.
Thank you, Hassan, for that piece. So now, in 1st August 2014, the Football Association in England banned players and also the managers from betting on any football match taking place anywhere around the world. And that is so as to prevent match fixing. The Kenyan Premier League could soon follow suit, and that is understood because some of the players and also officials might be betting here in the country. Take a look.
Newcastle's Andros Townsend, Cameron Jerome of Norwich City, and a few days ago Manchester City defender Martin Demichelis were charged of alleged betting offences. The three join a list of players that have been found guilty of breaching betting regulations. The betting fever seems to be hitting home with Kenya Premier League players allegedly betting in their droves, never mind they participate in the league they are betting on.
I don't think the Kenyan players should be betting because on an influence game now in a lead to losses.
The Kenyan players are not supposed to bet because when they go to the ground they may lose so that they can get some money.
According to KPL CEO Jack Koguda, Kenyan players have been blocked from taking part in betting.
As a first measure, we did give Sportpesa the numbers, cell phone numbers of all the players in the league. And secondly, we are currently now working on a policy that will be entrenched in the players' contract effective June as an addendum to their contracts. Because the contract they signed in January did not have that. But it's a policy in KPL that they are not allowed to bet in local football.
KPL, however, lacks proper policy to mitigate on this vice, and it is rushing against time to put it in place.
It's usually a ban, if you're, because that will be termed as match fixing, and match fixing is a very great offense in terms of FIFA and football, and I think in all other sports as well. So definitely they will be banned from participating in the league.
Established leagues are alive to the fact that loose change is attractive and have put stringent measures to curb the vice. Abdullah Ahmed, KTN Sports.
Thank you, Buland. It's very true. You'll agree that betting, if a player does bet, it's a very, very risky affair. So it's an issue that needs to be taken with a lot of seriousness. Now, 3 women golfers will represent Kenya this year's All-Africa Challenge Golf Tournament that will be staged in Tunisia from 3rd to 12th April. Kenya finished second in last year's edition, which was hosted here in Nairobi. But this year, the ladies have promised to come back home as African champions. The Kenya Ladies Golf Union has also revealed the plans to host the European Tour in Kenya in a bid to help improve standards of the ladies' golf here in the country. This was revealed as the Ministry of Sports flagged off the team that will take part in the African Championships in Tunisia.
Yeah, now you have the flag. Now you have the flag is yours. The flag is yours. With the hand. As I hand over the Kenya flag to you, I believe you still have the same high morale you had 2 years ago, and that you are set to bring glory from Tunisia. We expect you to be crowned the African champions at the end of the event.
Now we're going to have a lot of international matches and also local matches, but focusing on the Kenya Premier League, which will have a host of matches this weekend, and these are Saturday fixtures. PK United is going to be playing Posta Rangers, a side that has been impressive in their debut season at the Kenya Premier League. Kakamega Homeboys, also another side that makes a return, but last Wednesday they got a beating 2-1 against FC Leopards. Will be up against Gor Mahia, a side that needs to redeem themselves. So Sofapaka have been struggling, and their struggle is real. They are keeping on struggling. They'll go on and face Chemelil Sugar, side that also lost 3-0 against Tusker on the Wednesday tie. Sony Sugar will also be playing Western Steamer, and also that is one tie. Western Steamer has been struggling, but they secured an important victory on Wednesday. City Stars will be up against FC Leopards. City Stars, a side that was very, very instrumental in the Wednesday tie, and they actually secured a very, very crucial 3 points against Mathare United, a side that they cruised, a side that lost for the first time this season, having gotten a 2-0 loss against City Stars. So those are just some of the Kenya Premier League matches that will have to take center stage this weekend. But in matters of international soccer, the April soccer schedule will also start with a bang, as Zinedine Zidane makes his managerial debut at the Camp Nou in an afternoon El Clasico. 10 points separate Real Madrid against Barcelona, so Madrid must win that tie, but it won't be an easy affair against a side that wants to go all the way and bag a treble this season. Take a look.
Barcelona have won 4 of the last 5 league games against Real Madrid, including the last 2 at the Nou Camp and this season's 4-0 rout at the Santiago Bernabeu. Despite this record, Real Madrid goalkeeper Keylor Navas predicts the latest installment of the El Clasico will not be so one-sided when the teams meet on Saturday.
It's going to be a tight match. Both teams will want to win, but will not do anything crazy. We're not going to lose our identity.
Real haven't won at the Nou Camp since a 3-1 success in the 2013 Copa del Rey semi-finals, when Jose Mourinho was still in charge. The last time Madrid won at Barcelona in La Liga was in the 2011-2012 season, a campaign where they went on to lift the trophy. If they're to end that run, Navas will have to deal with the attacking trio of Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez and Neymar.
I can't say one of them is more dangerous than the others because I respect them all. On the pitch, even the defender at a corner is dangerous.
The Costa Rican international has been linked in a move away from the Bernabeu at the end of the current season, but he was quick to dismiss those rumours.
Ever since I got here, my goal was to stay for many years, and that's what I'm working towards. To stay at Real Madrid for many years.
10 points clear, Barcelona leads the La Liga log, having accumulated a total of 76 points. So the El Clasico, tomorrow's tie, anytime with Neymar, Suarez and Messi in good form, my pick will be Barcelona. So with that, we do wind up today's edition of KTN Sports. My name is Moses Wahizi. Enjoy your night.